Once upon a time, in a small village in Yoruba land, there lived a woman named Adebisi. Adebisi was married to a kind man named Adewale. They loved each other very much, but there was something that made Adebisi very sad. For 16 years, she and Adewale did not have any children. Adebisi's mother-in-law, Mama Adewale, was not kind to her. "Why don't you have any children?" she would ask, shaking her head. The other people in the village would whisper and laugh behind Adebisi's back. They said, "She will never have a child." Adebisi cried many nights. She prayed and hoped for a baby. Adewale held her close and said, "Do not worry, my love, we will have children one day." One bright morning, after 16 long years, Adebisi felt something special in her heart. She knew that something amazing was about to happen. After many months, Adebisi's belly grew big, and she felt 3 little kicks inside her. She was going to have triplets. The whole village was surprised and excited when they heard the news. Mama Adewale was the happiest of all. She hugged Adebisi and said, "I am so sorry for being unkind. You are a wonderful daughter." When the day came, Adebisi gave birth to 3 beautiful babies, 2 boys and 1 girl. They named the boys Ayotunde and Ayomide, and the girl was named Ayanfe. Everyone in the village celebrated and danced with joy. As the years went by, Ayotande, Ayanfe grew strong and smart. They helped everyone in the village. Ayotunde became a wise leader, Ayomide became a brave warrior, and Ayanfe became a kind healer. The village became a better place because of Adebisi's 3 children. They became the pillars of the community and helped not just the village, but the whole country. Everyone loved and respected them. And so Adebisi and Adewale lived happily, surrounded by their wonderful children and the love of their village. They knew that patience and love had brought them the greatest gift of all. Years passed, and Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe grew into strong and kind young adults. Each of them had their own special talents, and together they made the village a wonderful place to live. One day, a big problem came to the village. A giant storm destroyed many homes and farms. The villagers were sad and scared. They didn't know what to do. Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe knew they had to help. Ayotunde, with his wise mind, said, "Let's rebuild the village stronger than before." He gathered all the villagers and shared his plans. Everyone listened to him and worked together. Ayomide, the brave warrior, said, "I will protect our village while we rebuild." He stood guard day and night, keeping everyone safe from wild animals and other dangers. Ayanfe, the kind healer, said, "I will take care of anyone who is hurt or sick." She used her special herbs and gentle touch to heal the villagers. Everyone felt better because of her care. With Ayotunde's leadership, Ayomade's bravery, and Ayanfe's kindness, the village became even more beautiful than before. The villagers were happy and grateful for the triplets' help. One day, a messenger came from the king of the land. He had heard about the wonderful things Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe had done. The king invited them to his palace. The triplets traveled to the palace and met the king. He was very impressed by their wisdom, bravery, and kindness. The king said, "You have done great things for your village. I want you to help me make our whole country as wonderful as your village." Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe agreed. They worked with the king to make the country a better place for everyone. Ayotunde shared his wisdom, Ayomide protected the people, and Ayanfe healed the sick. Back in their village, Adebisi and Adewale watched their children with pride. They remembered the long years of waiting and knew it was all worth it. Their hearts were full of joy. The whole country prospered under the guidance of the triplets. Everyone lived in peace and happiness. Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe were loved and respected by all. And so the story of Adebisi, Adewale, and their wonderful children became a legend. It was a tale of patience, love, and the amazing things that can happen when we believe in hope and work together. Years went by, and Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe continued to help the king and the people of the country. The kingdom flourished, becoming a place of peace, prosperity, and happiness. People traveled from far and wide to see the great things the triplets had accomplished. One day, a wise old woman from a distant land came to visit the kingdom. She had heard stories of the amazing triplets and wanted to share something important with them. She asked to meet with Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe. The wise old woman sat with the triplets and said, "You have done wonderful things for your village and your country, but there is a great treasure hidden in the mountains that can bring even more joy and prosperity to your people. You must go on a journey to find it." Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe listened carefully. They knew that finding this treasure could help their people even more. They decided to go on the journey together. Before they left, they went to see their parents, Adebisi and Adewale. "We are going on a journey to find a great treasure that will help our people," they said. Adebisi and Adewale were proud but worried. "Be careful, my children," Adebisi said. "Remember to always stay together and help each other." The triplets set off on their journey. They traveled through forests, crossed rivers, and climbed hills. Along the way, they faced many challenges, but they always worked together to overcome them. One day, they reached the foot of a tall mountain. The wise old woman's words echoed in their minds. The treasure is hidden in the mountains. They began to climb. As they climbed higher, they encountered a fierce dragon guarding a cave. The dragon roared, "Who dares to come to my mountain?" Ayomide, the brave warrior, stepped forward. "We are here to find a treasure that can help our people," he said boldly. "Please let us pass." The dragon looked at them with his fiery eyes. "To pass, you must solve my riddle," he said. "What is the most precious thing in the world that can never be seen but is always felt?" The triplets thought hard. Ayotunde, the wise leader, smiled and said, "The answer is love. Love is the most precious thing. It can never be seen, but is always felt in our hearts." The dragon nodded and moved aside. "You have answered correctly. You may enter the cave," it said. Inside the cave, the triplets found a chest filled with golden seeds. Ayanfe, the kind healer, picked up one of the seeds. "These seeds are magical. They will grow into trees that bear fruit and flowers, bringing endless food and beauty to our land," she said. The triplets carefully took the golden seeds and made their way back home. When they returned, they planted the seeds all over the kingdom. The seeds grew into magnificent trees that provided food, shade, and joy to everyone. The kingdom became even more beautiful and prosperous. The people were happier than ever, thanks to the triplets and their amazing journey. Adebisi and Adewale watched their children with pride, knowing that their love and patience had brought such incredible blessings to their family and their land. The story of Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe spread far and wide, becoming a legend of hope, bravery, and the power of love. And so the tale continued to be told, inspiring future generations to believe in the magic of working together and helping others. Years passed, and the kingdom thrived under the guidance of Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe. The golden trees grew tall and strong, providing endless food and beauty to the land. The people were happy, and peace reigned throughout the kingdom. One day, a mysterious illness spread through the kingdom. The villagers and townspeople fell sick, and no one knew how to cure them. Ayanfe, the kind healer, worked tirelessly to find a remedy, but nothing seemed to work. Ayotunde, the wise leader, called a meeting with his siblings. "We must find a cure for this illness," he said. "Our people need us now more than ever." Ayanfe agreed. "I have heard of a rare flower that grows in the enchanted forest. Its petals are said to have healing powers. We must find it." Ayomide, the brave warrior, stood up. "I will protect us on this journey. Together, we will find the flower and save our people." The triplets set off once more, venturing into the deep, dark, enchanted forest. The forest was full of strange creatures and magical beings. The trees whispered secrets, and the air was thick with enchantment. As they journeyed deeper into the forest, they came across a river that glowed with a magical light. An old man sat by the river, fishing with a golden rod. He looked up and smiled at the triplets. "Welcome, brave ones," the old man said. "I know why you are here. To find the healing flower, you must answer a question that tests your hearts." The triplets nodded, ready for the challenge. The old man asked, "What is more important, wisdom, courage, or kindness?" The triplets thought deeply. Ayotunde, with his wisdom, said, "Without wisdom, we cannot lead our people well." Ayomide, with his courage, said, "Without courage, we cannot protect our people." Ayanfe, with her kindness, said, "Without kindness, we cannot heal our people." The old man nodded. "You are all correct. But together, these qualities are even more powerful. You have shown that you understand this truth. You may pass." The triplets continued their journey until they reached a clearing where the rare healing flower grew. The flower was beautiful, with petals that shimmered like stars. Ayanfe carefully picked the flower, knowing it held the cure for the illness. On their way back, the triplets encountered a group of children who were lost in the forest. Ayotunde used his wisdom to guide them, Ayomide used his courage to protect them from danger, and Ayanfe used her kindness to comfort them. Together, they led the children safely out of the forest. When they returned to the kingdom, Ayanfe used the petals of the healing flower to create a potion. She gave it to the sick villagers, and one by one they began to recover. The mysterious illness was finally cured. The kingdom rejoiced, and the people celebrated the triplets' return. Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe were hailed as heroes more. Their parents, Adebisi and Adewale, were overjoyed and proud of their children. The kingdom continued to prosper, thanks to the triplets' wisdom, courage, and kindness. The story of their journey and the healing flower became another cherished legend, reminding everyone of the power of working together and the importance of love and family. And so, the tale of Ayotunde, Ayomide, and Ayanfe continued to inspire generations to come, spreading hope and joy throughout the land.